look like they are. James, say something. There it goes. Okay.
Saying something.
Okay. All right. I
Oh,
fixed the sounds. I fixed the sounds. It's good.
yay.
All right.
Do we remember what happened last time?
No.
I was very, very sad.
Santi
Yeah.
died.
Somebody swapped places in a jug of juice because of a kid.
Yeah, essentially. That's a good way to put it.
Fair enough. Um, Sonny is starting to feel his effects of his
Ducks.
what is it called? Backlash. Um,
Rusting of everything.
yeah. Um,
Wonderful.
you were. I'm not sure if you actually went and read. You probably should read this because I'm going to give a less better recap than this is, and
Okay,
and
let's
it's also
better
short.
recap.
But I'll post it right here, in Scabbard updates. But yeah, so he's feeling the a really bad Midas touch. Um, they start looking around the room that had 25 people floating in these vats. Zenori finds Nia, and she's something important to Zenori.
Mm-hmm.
Um, basically, what's his name? Manio shows up, and lots of words are said back and forth. I wonder why he's not getting a link. It's weird. Anyways, he explains how Seattle is pretty much falling apart because of the instability. This is the whole reason why they have these 25 people here is to try to keep magic grounded. The cabal tries to pull somebody out, and something really bad happens. So they put the person back in the vat. And then Zen wants to take Nia out, but obviously she doesn't want to destroy the universe. So Jerry offers up to take her place. No, not Jerry. I'm sorry. Jinx. Jinx offers up to take her place. So Zen had to hook her up to go into the vat. And that was a really sad scene.
It was a very T2 moment.
Yeah. And nasty words were said between the technocracy and the traditions. And you guys went back to Trent's apartment. I think that pretty much covers everything.
Except for the rusting floor and the rusting door handle.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah, read that. Thanks for putting me in the
So
center of the
Sonny,
room
you're
there.
kind of rusting and melting through everything.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
You've got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Midas rust touch.
Hey Vic, can I take a ride in your car?
Nope.
Yeah, that Uber ride
Yeah, how
home.
did we get him home?
That Uber ride home was very weird.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
they think
Uber
that the worst
actually-
thing they have to worry about is you puking in their car? No.
Uber actually paid for your ride just because they felt bad that 3 cars broke down on the way to take you home.
Yeah, they're gonna get a bad review about that one.
So, yes.
So are we keeping him like a wet, muddy dog outside of my apartment? Or like, is he destroying the like apartment complex as he walks through it kind of thing?
So obviously he's going to get there a little bit later. I'm backing up to as soon as you get to Trent's apartment. Don't worry, the stuff that you guys wanted to happen will still happen, and without problem. Like closing the portal, that's fine. That,
Oh,
that
yeah.
will still happen without problem.
Well, just shove him near it and it'll just collapse on itself. So
On him.
Contacting Alavi and then Vic's looking into the place of knowledge. That stuff will still happen, but we're just backing up to this moment before that. So you get to the house, and you're hearing a bunch of chopping. Whoops. What was that? You're hearing a bunch of chopping noises, and
Who is we? Sonny or us
you
first?
and Zen are the first ones to get to the apartment.
Okay.
Sonny
Yeah, our
is
car
still
doesn't
breaking
break down
down.
for some reason.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Can't
Sonny's still
imagine
breaking down in the Ubers, and Vic is probably still on his way. And or you might be heading to your library.
Possibly.
Okay. Why is the music not playing? Oh well, it'll kick in at some point. You're hearing the chopping and stuff, right?
No.
Not at all.
Negatory.
We got 3 loud pops that sound like you connected a mic and no
Yeah.
noise afterwards.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
like that.
Yep, there's some more
Is
of
that
it.
is
That sounds
me?
like.
Sounds like a machine gun shooting in the dirt.
Oh wait, I think I heard that.
I heard fire.
Do that
maybe?
again.
There's a machine gun again.
It sounds like a robot
that-
farting.
Are we sure that's me?
It's not.
Okay, that's you,
Pappy.
Pappy.
You? Is it
Okay.
you
Do it.
plugging in your mic? What is that?
No, I'm throwing dice.
Oh.
Well, it's pretty bad when we forgot what that sounds like.
But I'm not sure why you're hearing it.
Hold on.
Is everybody else hearing my dice?
No, I think he's throwing piles of dice in the dice tower.
Yeah. I hear
what
something.
Sounds like a rat chewing on something.
It's supposed to
somebody
sound like
sharpening a knife?
chopping. Yeah, it sounds like chopping. You should hear pouring of liquids, clinking.
I do hear clinking.
Yeah,
It's
it sounds
pretty
like
low.
somebody eating. Yeah, it's very low.
Did my sounds get?
I think there's
No.
something wrong with the dice.
Well, darn it, they sound good on my side.
Okay.
7, 7, 7, 7, 7.
Okay, that sounds like somebody's like
Chewing celery.
Chewing on a carrot.
chopping carrots.
There we
Yeah,
go.
chop,
Now
chop,
that's
chop.
it. There we hear chopping.
And now we're
Nice
sharpening the
sharpening.
blades, ready to gut our enemies. Or, you know,
Just
cut steak.
Really
Hibachi.
sharpening. Just sharpening for a while.
Oh, wow.
A gas burner being lit.
Trying to light a gas burner.
I feel like we're playing like a taboo sound version.
Sorry, you're gonna lose me for a second.
No, don't leave us.
Do what?
That was really good.
He looks befuddled.
Yeah, now we're just seeing faces.
In-depth consideration. Concern. Pleased with
Oh,
oneself.
you know what? Oh, let's see. if this
Remembering that you left $2 in the couch for later. Considering how to spend those $2.
Oh, that's cool. They changed the dice coloring.
Again?
Yeah, it's no longer the little dots. It's a
Oh!
255 screen.
That's cool. I'm gonna.
So you can more appropriately control like the RGB.
Cool. Oh, I dig it. I dig it. Yeah. Look how pretty that is. That's beautiful. Look at that beautiful color. I don't have my.
Be right back.
There we go. Now, haha, I can put you guys on this as a second screen.
Yay.
I put the Discord video chat on the TV that we have set up here. So now I can actually run both at the same time instead of having to keep clicking between them.
I can't hear anybody.
I hear chopping.
Why?
It's still pretty quiet. That's at like a 4.
Okay. I can hear you guys now.
Yay.
Are you hearing that?
Yes.
Yes.
And does it sound clearer?
Yes.
Someone go to the bathroom with soda.
Going to the bathroom with soda?
Yes.
That's kind of insanitary. You really shouldn't do that. Okay, and
I don't know, man. When you're at the club, you gotta guard your drink.
ask a friend.
Some of us
Well,
don't
if you
have
have
friends,
enough,
James.
Okay, that's fair. Down it. Down the drink. Okay. Sorry about that. That's been worked out. For some reason, my line 2 and line 3 were turned down to 16-bit. I don't know why.
Is
So,
there a way to change the background? Or is that just set for yours?
that's set for mine.
Okay.
Don't worry, when I build Werewolf, I'll make sure to make it almost blackety black.
Oh, that's fine. Do they have a 20th edition werewolf?
No, I'll be
Okay.
building that from scratch. But
Okay.
I won't be using more core anymore. Nothing against them. It's just that when Fantasy Grounds changes, I have to update more core, and then I also have to update my extension, and it's frustrating. So now that they have new tools out, I will be building just right on top of Fantasy Grounds.
Mm.
But I can't wait to get working on that. But so whatever is next, I just use Werewolf because that's what you were looking into last.
See.
All right. So you come home to chaos happening. God darn it! Don't tell me I just closed. Okay, good.
Like more so than things rusting into oblivion.
Oh no, just
It's not that bad. There's still dust left.
so basically in the kitchen there's a pan that's on the stove on fire. Dishes are flying around the room. through different holes. You have Windex that was trying to clean windows, but now is like cleaning your light. Paper towels are just unrolling everywhere.
So we have
Um,
like the full-on Mickey Mouse Fantasia kind of scenario going on with the kitchen.
yes, yeah, absolutely. And basically, Ella is in the room and she is crying.
Who?
And Ella, your apprentice, way to remember her. Um,
I've talked to her all of like twice, like
He's like, who?
game-wise. So
Who? Who is
you
this?
gotta
Who are
gotta
you?
cut me a break. Trent would remember. Me, not so
um,
much.
oh right. Why do all this work if I'm not going to use it? Um, uh,
I just saw a thing that said basic card deck tables and Cerberus
say
lingo.
what?
There's just text in the
Yeah,
this thing.
the chat
The
box.
the
Thank
thing.
you.
What? You can't see her screen?
You can't
The
see me
this
going
thing.
like this. I'm not even doing this to the screen. I'm doing this to you guys. I just the thing in the place with the stuff.
Your sound effects are on point tonight, Aaron.
Thank you.
Apparently, I haven't added Ella into Fantasy Grounds yet because I haven't added her into. I thought I added her in this thing, Scobbard, but I guess not. Oh well. Anyways, but Ella's staying in there, and she is crying, and she's like, "I am sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to stop this."
I'm gonna go. I'm assuming I'm still probably being like the Nia carrier.
Yeah, I'll take Nia from you.
Well, I was just gonna go like put her in a bedroom where things aren't flying around.
No, I'll take her.
Yeah,
Like shield her.
yeah, and I'll kind of just look around my kitchen like,
You'll as Zen walks away, you'll hear her mutter, "And you thought I was bad."
well, I think I will go pour all of us, I guess the three of us at the moment, a drink,
I feel
Okay.
better about my
and
roasting issue.
when I hand Ella hers, I'm just gonna kind of glance around and ask in a not like condemning way, but like, so what exactly were you going for here?
I, I'm sorry. I was practicing the multi-space technique that we went over last week, and I've lost control.
Clearly.
Space technique?
Yes,
Where
the you were you were trying to show me like principles of correspondence and time, and like right after you guys got back from scouting the. Oh, what is today?
you're gonna have to tell me, James, because I don't know. Whatever
It's
today is, that's what I will answer.
it's the 17th.
The 8th.
Ah,
We're going to
Are
it
we talking
is.
November.
about in game?
Yeah, in game it's
Oh,
the
I
8th.
have no clue.
At 8
Uh,
at 6
Oh,
p.m. Saturday.
it's later than that now. That's what it was when you guys were about to go to the thing. So we'll just say it's 11 now.
okay. So I will answer her with that, and I will then ask her,
Yeah.
how
When you say that, she was like,
long?
"Of February?"
Yeah, how long
Fuck.
were you trying? And the year is 2020, by the way.
The
Oh,
year is
At least
Yeah,
according
2020.
to your thing. I'm telling her that just to make sure that she
yeah,
at
that
least has some place markers.
In a
I
world where
haven't
COVID doesn't exist. Okay, sorry.
Not yet, it doesn't.
I haven't I haven't left the year yet.
No, it's the parallel universe. It doesn't have it. It doesn't have it.
Uh, crap. Never mind. We haven't gone over that yet.
You've been playing with time a whole lot more than you're letting on, haven't you?
playing with no. Oh, shit. This is
Because I'm pretty sure I haven't taught you about time, really, because I don't use it yet. I guess maybe.
this is when you find out. I'm
Sorry. Why do I feel like this is that weird Men in Black 3 where he's like, wait a minute, is this one where I don't leave a tip or I do leave a tip? Like he can see all the variations.
uh,
That's what I'm feeling like here.
I'm I'm stuck in this time shift. You know how like you fall through shadows? I tend to fall through time, and I haven't really figured out my grounding yet.
Okay. What
Is then
time were you trying to do this in when you started whatever's happening here?
I don't always control what day I wake up on. So
But you
in
were
my line of time, I mean, we've gone over this lesson a few times.
okay, and that's fine. What
Go to bed.
time do you think it was when you started this exercise currently?
Um,
Whatever day you woke up as on that particular morning, if you're aware of what day it was.
it, we well, the last lesson that we had was May 15th.
Of this year?
Yeah, I haven't left 2020 yet.
Okay. Well, that sounds like fun things.
Yeah, for some of us.
I have an alcoholic beverage for you too if you want it sitting on the counter.
I mean, that would be okay for me, but I feel like that might be a little inappropriate for Nia. Here you
Well,
go,
you
kid.
know, I didn't say it was for her. She's passed out, right?
You
Uh,
know,
Or
a
is she kind
little
of in and
whiskey.
out?
Little whiskey helps him
You
sleep
know,
through the
little brown
night.
liquor. She'll go to sleep. It'll be all right. How old is Nia? You said what? 8,
she's about
10?
8.
Okay. Yeah. No, let's avoid the brown liquor thing.
Mhm.
Um, do I, with my current knowledge of correspondence, know how to at least interrupt or shut down the like
Yeah, you can start trying to counter
Fantasia thing?
magic.
Yeah,
You can start.
let's start that process, or at least give it a whirl or two and see what happens. And then,
Okay.
like,
Uh,
I'm not freaking out. It, what do I care at this point? If shit is floating around my kitchen, it's like this big on the scale of all the things that we've got going on right now. So this doesn't even really matter.
she's going to roll to assist, and I'm
Alright.
pulling up my cheat sheet so I can remember how to do that.
What do you want me to roll? Just RTA correspondence?
Hold on. Um, yep. So, yes, um, add 2 dice.
Okay. And what vulgarity is this?
You're trying to shut magic down, so it's coincidental.
Okay. Just roll contested, right? Didn't we say we're just kind of sticking with that?
Yeah, it's gonna be easier. Awesome. All right. So yeah, you start uh shutting it down, and like you start pretty much closing off the correspondence portals, and things start dropping, and um or you're trying to grab them out of the air, and she's uh you can't really you could tell there's a magic that's being closed, but you don't know the magic that well, so you can only assume that it's probably time since she's told you.
Yeah, I mean, I know I've done the correspondence like spatial duplicating thing like once or twice, but so I know like half of the equation basically that she's kind of using. I don't know anything about the time stuff, but
Yep. So yeah, she starts helping you shut that down.
and putting out a pan on fire should be relatively easy, but
Yes. Just throw a towel over it.
just put a lid on it. Yeah, we could make things really interesting and throw a cup of water on it, but
Yeah,
I
I
think
suggest
Trent's
no.
not quite that dumb.
I I mean, if you like challenges.
Not exactly with Sonny showing up at any moment.
Sonny's smart enough, he's going to find a patch of concrete and just sit there.
Till it starts growing plants out from under you.
They'll die quickly.
Funny enough, concrete starts rusting around you.
Rusting?
Yep.
Like ferric rusting?
Yeah,
Or
actually
like
rusting.
phosphorescence?
No, like how
Okay.
metal would rust, but concrete does that around you after enough
Frickin'
time.
paradox.
um, yeah,
Trying to think of what
it's
the
not
actual
easy being you
oxidation
right
of
now.
concrete would do.
Phosphorescence. You like stalactites, stalagmites. And it cracks when the rebar rusts.
Yeah, but
And
that's just like a cracking, breaking down. Like if we were on a literal rusting, like scaling, flaking kind of thing, like a metal would. If there's anything fun that would happen with concrete. I wonder what happens to the lime in concrete at that point.
after you guys get it all shut down, she's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, shit happens. This is
Uh,
a better place than others for it to happen in.
well, thought with your I thought with your wards I wouldn't be able to reach too far outside.
Yeah, by the way, how did you get in here? Because,
You will give me a bracelet.
oh,
Please
will
give me a
gave me.
bracelet. Yeah, you will give me a
You
bracelet.
will gave me. Future, past, present.
Wibbly wobbly tense.
Okay,
You
we
have
will.
ward bracelets?
We will work on that at some point in the future, present, past, something.
In the time.
Hopefully I didn't mess up too much. But look, you're
How are you in your future reality, time, space? Something.
this is weird. We've been working together for probably a total of a month.
That does sound like fun.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working pretty much every day at this, but I don't see you every I don't see you every your days. And half the time I'm having to teach you what you taught me so you can teach me the next step. Which I guess is good practice.
I just take a very, very deep sip of whatever I'm drinking.
All right. So there was a moment that I did mess things up, and these are the steps that I have to take to correct it. So you can ask follow-up questions, but you're going to need me for below, but you didn't figure that out the first time. So make sure you invite me along.
I just see tick,
Yep.
tick,
Mm,
tick, tick, tick.
Okay. So ta-da, it happened?
What?
So first time, I guess we're going back, right? Or I'm re-inviting you to the place we just left?
No,
I
you're so you don't even get the question out, and uh, she's like, "Understand? You're not inviting me. You're inviting Ella of now."
So
to
like, call her right now.
to
No,
to
you will
go
understand when.
to the place we just left
No,
before we got there to the I continue drinking heavily at this point.
she she was like, "You haven't gone there yet."
Ever? Or a second time?
I don't really know if you've ever been there, but you haven't gone there yet.
Okay. Well, wherever there is, I'll be sure to invite you to come along.
Yes, I need to start my lessons, or I never start my lessons, and this never happened, and that creates a wrinkle.
A good wrinkle or a bad wrinkle? Because so
A
far,
a who wrinkle.
a who? A what?
A who
A
wrinkle
who
is not a
wrinkle.
good thing.
A when? A where? You're talking to a
No,
punk kid, by the way, so. A who
no.
wrinkle is gonna go. Just.
Wrinkle is the spirit of time.
The who what?
Yes.
Are
I
we
just
talking about
continue- I
Mrs. What and
continue
Which
wrinkling.
and Mrs. Who? 'Cause that's
No.
all I've got.
Are we talking about the Tesseract now? What's going on?
That's
I don't remember the name of that book, but I did read it. Wrinkle
The
in Time?
Avengers?
Is that
Yeah, Wrinkle in Time. It was a very good
Wait,
book.
Rip Van Winkle.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, never mind. I'm
no,
not
you
there.
are Rip Van Winkle right now. So, but okay. So, like,
I really
the avenging angry spirit of time is the who of time wrinkle that you're talking about?
you would need to learn that on your own. I really can't answer follow-up questions or the because if I teach you this information and I don't exist, then how did you learn this information?
What do you mean you don't? Okay.
If
I'm
something
gonna
changes and I
stop
stop existing,
asking questions
so
and
I really
just
can't.
continue to drink heavily as Trent just like abruptly leaves the conversation. It just 180s right back to the fridge.
Your questions really needs to go to your Hogwarts friend. He
Hogwarts
will
friend.
understand.
I have a Hogwarts friend.
Who the heck is your Hogwarts friend?
You talking about the guy that forges my document?
I've got to go. so so yeah, she grabs her bag. She's like, I'm sorry. The more I stay, the more I gotta go. And she steps out the door.
Okay. I'm gonna go get Zen,
Mm.
and I'm gonna just kind of like ask her like, did you hear any of that? Did that really happen? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't take mushrooms today.
I'll go to cover Nia's ears for a second and glare at you when you're talking about drugs. Honestly, I have no idea. And is Moaning Myrtle in your bathroom? Like, is that what she meant by Hogwarts friend? Like, should I be careful going in there?
What the hell is going on? Like, who is this Hogwarts friend?
I think it's just best to let everything go, and then if something makes sense later on, just treat it like deja vu. Just like pretend.
I just completely finished the entire drink that I just poured. Just and walk back towards
I'll
the
look
kitchen.
back at Nia and be like, no, that was apple juice.
Nia's still out.
'Kay.
So, yeah, she's fine. She's just
I have
Yeah.
a glass of chocolate milk waiting for her whenever she wakes up.
okay.
Trent is now on his third drink and goes to his coffee table to.
Are Sonny and Vic there yet?
I don't know.
Sonny's sitting down on the sidewalk outside.
Trent finds some form of marijuana somewhere in his house and goes out to his balcony.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Vic. I'm gonna make his phone ring and talk to him through it. Ring ring.
Your phone. Yeah, your phone rings.
Hello.
Hey, where are you guys?
I'm not sure where Sonny is, but I'm on the way. Almost there.
Oh, he's not with you?
No,
I like my car.
I don't trust him around me right now.
Is he okay?
He's putting off some bad juju.
Well, can we help him?
No, he's got to ride the lightning.
Why is everybody talking about drugs around here?
He's pissed off the universe, and the universe is trying to correct it.
Oh. Well, that does sound like him. Okay, well, I guess we'll see you when you get here.
Okay, be there shortly.
Bye. I'll hang up. So is everything like essentially like cleaned up in the apartment? Is there like I'm still imagining like the Fantasia like broom
Oh,
or
no.
mop like leaned over somewhere like
Oh, yeah,
passed out?
nothing got cleaned up. It just stopped animating itself and just
Yes.
like things might have gotten set on countertops, but nothing is put away appropriately or fully addressed.
I'll just start picking up the apartment.
You get a notification from a lobby.
I'll check it.
It's his reply to you letting him know about everything that's happened,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "Oh my god, I wish I could be there right now." So I'm chasing a hotel through space, and
Not the weirdest thing I've heard today.
That might
you-
have maybe been our fault, but you know.
you guys might have heard, but it's like you guys might have seen the news that a hotel vanished, and the news retracted that information. I found it. I'm in the process of going there. I got some etherites that needed some backup. Hopefully, we could get a return. I really wish I could be there to help, but I'm sorry.
Does Zen know what an etherite is?
You can learn about it in play. I'm pretty sure that
I don't
you
know if
have
that's like
other
something
mage
that
friends
like
that will know.
okay.
Actually, you probably would. They used to go by the term of the name of Sons of Ether, and
Oh.
that's because they used to actually be a part of the technocracy, and then at some point they separated.
No,
and
they're not separated. He got kicked out.
Okay, fine. They got kicked out, and they are now part of the traditions.
Gotcha. Okay.
It was a mutual breakup.
No, they
They're-
said Ether didn't exist no more. Liars.
Their science was a little bit too science-y for the technocracy, and it no longer fell in the book of plans. Zen, you would actually know this, that the technocracy has a book of when science and technology advances. Um, People actually would see this as magic, but the technocracy actually has a built, written out plan formula for what comes next and when it comes. And as long as things are released at this schedule, that's how they keep their magic coincidental.
Bastards.
Okay.
That's pretty deep.
They only got rid of ether because it was too hard to explain. Tesla understood it.
Tesla did?
Yep.
Tesla was a mage?
Yes, he was.
Does not surprise me. I mean, I did see what was that? The Prestige.
um, so Vic, you pull up out front of Trent's apartment, and
Do I see Sonny sitting on the sidewalk?
yep,
I'll
you
park
see.
away. I'll park away from him.
Okay.
Vic goes to pull in and goes, and just moves on like 2 blocks down the street.
Like I'm walking up to him.
You see a few square blocks behind him, uh, how like you see like these pieces of rust inside the concrete.
Footsteps.
You pissed off the universe and it's angry at you.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm just glad I still have clothes.
At least it's nothing too dangerous. Per se.
You see like in the reflection of cars that are passing by, you see like Coyote, and he's like very torn up.
Great. I'm never going to hear the end of this one.
Yeah,
I
at
think
least you know.
everybody's up in Trent's apartment.
Would you like
Yep.
to go?
Nah, I think I'm just going to hang out here. I don't feel like ruining a multi-million-dollar building. So I'm just going to sit here.
No problem. And I'll walk past him as I start to go in the building. I'll turn back and say, at least it wasn't time, and walk in.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Might be just as bad.
Trent is going to be pretty well on his way to being intoxicated, mumbling to himself about what does she mean? Invite her to the first time, but not the first.
Okay,
time
seriously,
to
Trent,
the-
just let it go. Just let it
the-
go until it makes
to
sense,
the-
okay?
It's the thing that I have to learn, but not learn, but learn.
Are you actually inside now, Vic?
Yeah.
So well,
I'll be
Vic,
like, will you handle this? I can't get him to listen to reason.
uh Vic, you open the door, and as you say, like, at least it's not time. A blonde girl comes walking out, and she's like, "Hey, Potter," and she goes, she continues going down the street. She goes like, and she sees Sonny sitting there on the corner. She's like, "Oh yeah." She reaches into her purse, pulls out a coin, and she drops it to him. Good luck. And
Wait, somebody called Sonny Potter?
No,
No, called
no.
Vic Potter.
Called Vic Potter. I knew the reference as soon
Ella.
as James said it.
Ella called Vic Potter.
Yes.
and she gets into a cab and takes off.
What's the coin do?
I don't know. She drops some homeless man some change.
Good luck. Oh,
You look down at the coin. It's a penny, and it's on heads.
pick it up.
Hey. Things are taking a turn for the better.
Pick Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
A piano falls on you. No.
I'll pick it up.
Um, you like so as you're like bending over to pick it up, you hear the concrete starting to like collapse. Like you can hear it cracking, and as soon as you pick it up, it relaxes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna move to a different spot and just kind of look around and sit back down.
Okay.
Make sure this is over.
Vic gets upstairs.
Knock, knock.
I'm on the balcony muttering to myself. So
I'll go let Vic in. Hey, can you handle him? I'm trying to clean up stuff around here.
Yeah, see, what's the mess? I mean, it wasn't like that last time.
Some girl was here. And
We all know who she is.
oh, do we?
yeah,
Yeah, this
she
is the
showed up
same
at the
girl-
vet's office and pulled a rope out of her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
that
right.
was
All right.
vomiting up the road.
Rope Bunny was here.
Rope bunny?
Oh yeah, she called me Potter on the way out.
Why did she call you Potter? Oh, you should tell him that you're the Potter friend. Why did she call you Potter?
A hermetic mage.
Order of Hermes is like Harry Potter magic.
Anyways, he's freaking out over stuff that she told him, and he needs to quit thinking about it.
What did she say?
I have already locked it out of my mind. It's wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, so I don't need to know it.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the boy. See if I can console him somehow. I'll go out to the balcony and talk to Trent.
I'm kind of like holding on to the balcony a little heavier and harder than anybody should be. But I just
So I see Ellie was here. What'd she have to
Huh?
say?
so there was the Windex and the stove was on fire.
Sounds like a party.
And then she said I had to invite her the next time. Did we go back to somewhere that I don't think we've gone yet? I think. Because she
And
said
anything else?
to make sure she was in the place. But if I don't, then like some who thing happens.
What do you mean, who?
She said like a wrinkle,
Wrinkle?
a who wrinkle.
Who is a person? What do you mean, who? Like somebody named Wrinkle?
Sure. She said it was bad. Like
Wait a minute.
she might not exist, but is still here.
Wait a minute.
To make-
Do you do time magic?
No, but apparently yes. But I have to learn it to teach her the things that she has to teach me.
And okay,
To learn the,
just shh.
the,
No more. Just don't. Just put it outside your mind.
the things.
When time comes, you'll know.
Vic, just smack him.
It's okay. If you keep dwelling on and thinking about it, bad things will happen. Just let it be.
Isn't that kind of like telling somebody who's afraid of heights not to look down?
No. It's like someone that's afraid of heights. Tell them, don't look. Period. Just keep walking.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another drink. And
Yeah,
I just kind of stumble my way back into the kitchen, like holding on to things as I'm walking in there.
yeah. So Zanari, yeah. He's pretty much gone for now until he sobers up.
I don't think he'll be here when he does sober up, but you know.
But I believe Ellie is dabbling with time, which is a very
Oh, definitely.
fickle thing. Um, Trent just needs not to worry about it,
That's what I
or
told him. He won't listen to me though.
he may cause some serious backlash on him and on those associated with him if we're too close.
Yeah. Had enough of that. I'm a little worried about Sonny though. If he's like melted through to the core of the earth or something already.
Not that bad, but he's definitely got some bad mojo coming off of him.
Is there any way we can like expedite this process?
I don't know. I prefer not to try. It's beyond my current knowledge offhand.
Because if we can
You
put him
hear
like in
Trent?
like an enclosed environment, and then just like make all the bad stuff explode.
It's gone past exploding.
You hear Trent in the kitchen mumbling a very bad rendition of Who's on First. He's getting it horribly wrong. And then starts giggling to himself maniacally.
Maybe I should just smack him hard enough just to knock him out.
That may work.
Give it like 5 more minutes and he'll just be snoring on the floor, so. I think that's
Alright.
exactly what's going to happen. He starts singing Linoleum from NoFX, which none of you probably know that song.
I would probably know if I heard it.
Let's see if I can find it on YouTube.
What comes next?
You too?
No, YouTube.
No, who's on first? What's next?
Wow, my computer's definitely listening to me. I got the band name in and it's like, are you looking for Linoleum?
Why, yes.
All right, so you guys got to trigger the next action. I don't know what happens next.
Is the sidewalk still rusting?
No, it seems as long as you concentrate on the penny, the effects seem to dwindle.
Okay, I'm going to set the penny down and I'm going to walk away from it.
Okay. The
That's it.
effects start to worsen.
Okay, I'll go pick the penny back up and it will be like a worry stone now.
Did I learn anything from the library, James?
Okay, so you were at the library,
Well, my library.
right? Give me a a library check.
Academics?
What's that history that you have?
History is medieval.
Medieval. Um, yeah, probably. You know, your academics and your occult are the same, so it wouldn't matter.
Go to a cult.
And then add your I guess, add your library.
I put the song in our Discord channel that we've been posting stuff in.
Okay.
I'll have to listen when I'm not streaming.
I forgot you had so much paradox.
Oh no.
Wait, don't you have library?
I do have library of 2.
So you should have had. So you should have had 6 dice. You
Why?
get your intelligence, academics plus your library.
Oh, I didn't know about the intelligence too. I'll roll 2 more. Can I spend a beat and re-roll all that?
Yeah, absolutely.
You need to invent a rub on your nut button.
Event a what?
Rub on your nut button.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know that reference.
When he wasn't rolling well back in the day, that's what he would do and roll well. The
Gotcha.
dice was like, "I'm so sorry."
I'm sorry, don't put me down there again.
That's why you never borrow D6s.
So, basically, you're behind on your studies of spirits.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of books that you need to start reading through, and I mean, you probably brought them along, but
Yeah.
yeah, you don't have enough. You didn't really learn too much other than like brief understanding of how spirit works.
Hmm.
By
Didn't
the way, multiple people can research.
didn't D say he had to take Eva back down?
He did take Eve, yeah, down.
Was that the spirit city he was talking about?
Probably. Um, I forgot exact words that he used,
Okay.
but yeah.
I have a meta question when you have a second, James.
All right, give me a second. I want to see where this is going.
I'm just thinking I'm kind of at a loss, and the only spirit I know is D.
So when you were saying that multiple people can help with research, is that something that I can help with too?
I mean, if he wants to start sliding you books and
Sure. By
you
all
guys are
means.
spending some time doing a study session, that, or if you want to do a seance and summon D.
Oh, shit.
Trent is snoring on the floor.
I've read through a little cram session before I start trying to summon shit.
Okay. All right, so
Probably slightly less risky. Just, maybe.
it's
Yeah.
going to be and it's going to be intelligence academics for both of you, but whoever the primary roller is going to get a +2 because they get the library. But somebody's assisting and the other person's rolling primary, so you guys figure out who's rolling.
I'm assuming I'm assisting because I only have 4
For
Okay.
what?
dice.
Intelligence plus academics.
You only have an intelligence of 2?
I have an intelligence of 4. Thank you very much.
But so you have no academic.
No.
She's all self-taught. She's a hacker.
Do you not want me to help?
And she also doesn't have a cult, so
Sure, I will help. Or she will help.
Okay, then. Am I rolling just roll contest?
hey buddy, come here.
Wait, that Wicket?
It was.
Come here, Wicket! Come here, Wicket! I haven't seen you in so long!
Did you want this? Yeah. Come here. Come on. Oh, you come here. Oh, and people want to say hi.
Hi, Wicket. Hi,
Oh,
cutie
I,
pie.
I felt that. There.
Oh, he's so cute. Gosh, he's bigger than the last time I saw him.
Yeah. Oh, he wants monster? Oh, the frog?
I wish my kids did that too, and I throw them my toy.
Okay, so sorry, is it roll contest or is there a difficulty you want me to roll against?
No, it's roll contest.
Bam.
All right. So add three. Sorry, add 3 dice on top of your roll. So you get intelligence, academics, library plus 3 dice.
And I'll still fuck up.
We'll see what happens.
Zen
Two
comes
is-
up
two
with
is my
these
number.
great
So-
theories, and she's like research. She's like, "What about this?" And he's like, "Peanut butter."
So Zen, how's your Hebrew?
Uh, it's better than my Greek.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are spending a lot of time translating. These are
Oh.
some really old books.
Uh,
Can I just pull up Google Translate? Can that?
You do not read out loud from the books.
uh,
As long as we're not like scanning them into a system. I saw that Buffy episode.
I'm gonna spend my final beat to re-roll that.
Okay.
If it rolls a 2 again, I'm gonna fucking hurt somebody.
Throw the book outside. Sonny's walking down the street back towards the door, lands on him.
There we
Oh,
go.
There you go.
That's better.
That's
We found the cipher.
No, actually, Twitch just gave a perfect explanation. You realized you were holding it upside down, and you just turned it over.
You know, ancient languages, they really suck.
The backwards and from the top down and the.
I'm kind of imagining.
Why is this one in cuneiform? I can't read this.
Crap, what was it?
Triangle, eyeball thing, bird, feather, scales. What?
Like Zen's probably sitting there like after I don't know 45 minutes or so, and she's like, "Ugh, my Mobite just sucks." And Vic is like, "Son of a bitch, this isn't Hebrew? Oh, this makes a lot more sense."
Oh,
Okay. You get let's see. You get 5 questions.
5 questions.
Yeah, difficulty was 3, and you were nailing it every time.
Vic is now known as Illuminati.
Oh, God.
Thank you, Twitch.
So James, am I allowed to ask like real world questions or more spiritual based?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, this is the questions about basically what you're researching. So
Okay.
these are the things that you're trying to find. So
Looking for the building of or the place of knowledge or building of knowledge.
Was that a question?
It's twin.
Can you please phrase
okay.
that in the form of a question?
So we're gonna go one question at a time here because brain won't work that way. So yeah. First question. Trying to narrow down to a building of knowledge is very rough going. Because it really matters on who named it the building of knowledge, or what do certain entities and spirits agree what is knowledge. Is education knowledge? So could it be a university or even an elementary school? Is it
I was
religion?
I,
That kind of knowledge, or would it be like uh, I don't
I
know, a
was I was
congress or a library
I was
or
thinking a library due to it holding knowledge.
and plausible. Um,
School was
but then
second nature.
also Seattle has multiple libraries, uh, and there a few of them are pretty massive.
I do
Uh,
the I would do the
one
oldest.
one library you created a big hole in, um,
Well,
but um, so narrowing down specifically which one it is, you're not going to really get that from your books, but it does give you some uh, advice about talking to local spirits of that area, because they will recognize it um, uh, by its name.
yeah, that was the second part of the text I sent you, is to do that.
Text you
Okay.
sent me.
Yes, remember we were texting the other day
Oh yes, yeah.
to do the local spirit
Hmm.
and hopefully not hurt myself.
We'll do our best. All right.
Um,
So hopefully that's enough for question one. Unfortunately, I can't give you a direct answer on that one because you just don't
okay.
have what you possess for that.
Well, then the next four questions are based off question one. Because if I don't know where the building is, I don't know what its counterpart would be or where. So I have to find the physical first before I can do the spiritual.
Okay.
Um, because basically the question would be is if I know the first building, where would I find the second? Because I am somewhat familiar with realms per se, and then I'd see if there's a way of getting to that realm.
Sorry, pulling up so I have cheat sheet in front of me. Okay. So um, both
What?
the plane that you exist
No,
on, or we'll
Mhm.
just call this Earth,
I don't know, I found it somewhere.
um, and the spirit worlds have mirror images of each other. When you start diving deeper into your studies, there's a lot of levels of spirit worlds. Um, the very first level is actually the gauntlet. A lot of people don't actually consider this its own realm, and they consider this more of the barrier between Earth and the spirit realms. But in reality, the gauntlet is a is its own place, but people get lost there, traveling between Earth and the Umbra. Um, a lot of the forgotten exist inside of the gauntlet. Um, Past that, you go into um, uh, the High Umbra, which is very much a reflection of our world. Uh, but it's a reflection based on memories. So, um, walking down a driveway might be, I don't know, 100 feet um, in the real world. However, because of a child remembers that they built this little cart that would roll down their driveway and out to the street, and it just felt like a forever trip. Um, walking down that same driveway in the Umbra might feel like a mile. Um, and it's just based on strong memories of what its reflection is. Uh, Past that are the wilds or the middle Umbra, where this is more a reflection, but it's from a spirit's perspective. Um, Places put off different kinds of energy. They put off. Uh, there's three types of spirit energy. Um, there there's a lot of names in the book that they go by, but basically we're going to call it um, good energy, bad energy, and um, tech energy. Now, technology could be anything from what the Middle Ages consider technology to what we consider technology today. Um, and based on things that happen in the real world, pulls either good energy or bad energy, um, or this connection or tech energy, and it starts building its own perception of that place in the spirit world. A an example would be um, like a beat cop bar. Um, Depending on the area, um, it a lot of officers see a lot of things throughout their beat. They start experiencing like PTSD and other sorts of imbalances, and they go to the bar to try to get it out of their system, drink, relax. But at some point, bad energies start floating into the bar. Um, and they feed on those negative emotions, the reasons why they're going there to drink. But this is why also cops tend to go to bars and have parties. They celebrate birthdays and they celebrate other things to summon in good energies, to try to start counteracting with each other. And so it's not just necessarily like you can say, oh, a church is going to always have good energies, or a uh, a back alleyway where people get murdered is always going to have bad energies. It just matters what more people bring to that. Spirits love to connect to people. They love to connect to memories and emotions, especially. But that's what you're going to find in the middle umbra as a reflection. And then the low umbra and the dark umbra, those are going to be um, major spirits or gods actually control that area
Hmm.
uh, for the most part. You're also going to find in the low umbra or the dark umbra is where the dead go. Um, uh, Wraiths live there for the most part. Um, Also, you're going to find in the middle umbra that fairies tend to live there. Um, so, where would its mate be? It really depends on who built it. Um, and unfortunately, you're going to have a mirror image between Earth and most of those realms. Maybe not the dark, maybe not the dark umbra or low umbra. You might have its old whatever it was there. If the building used to be a bunch of mobile homes, you're going to have maybe the mobile home park and the low umbra because that's what died there. Um, But if you go there and you're just like, okay, let me follow its connections, you might be going to a lot of places. So you're going to have to. That's going to take some investigation to go deeper into finding it, and
Okay.
also you're going to have, but that's going to be more exploratory from wherever the building is, whatever building it is that you start from.
Well, damn. Okay, well, I'm kind of at a loss then. I guess I gotta go find the spirit.
Okay. Um, you do have some questions left. Zen, did you have any questions that you might have thought of while reading?
Not really, no.
Okay. So where do you start?
Well, I
And Sani, what are you doing?
I guess if I seem to have this under control, I'm gonna head up to Trent's apartment.
Okay. You probably come in after, like, Vic and Zen are probably discussing back and forth um, what they've been reading and researching,
Okay.
and you see Trent drunk, passed out.
Hmm. What happened to him?
um
He can't cope with life.
he had an enigma wrapped in a conundrum, and his brain snapped.
Hmm. I know the feeling. So what you guys working on?
Oh, well, I would like to help the werewolves out because they allowed us to use their node, and
Right.
I'd like to keep on decent terms with them because I'm not sure what we have planned in the future, and having a node accessible is a good thing. So I'm
Agreed.
trying to help them out with their um, task they've given us to fix or correct the building of knowledge.
Hmm. Okay.
So I'm just trying to read up on the spirit world and how it works.
Okay. I, gosh, I hate to even mention this, but I may know someone we can talk to.
Is it
Not
going to
really
be
on good terms with them right now, but
well, let's hold off until I try something. I'd like to find a nice nature or old place and see if I can't commune with the local spirit
that would
or
be much
spirits.
better than my idea.
Out of GM curiosity, what was your idea?
To go visit the verbena at the reservation, the same one that cursed me with the spirit juju. It's the only person I know that has some higher level spirit knowledge.
Gotcha. Hey, Sani, as you're like walking around the apartment, you see there's a manila envelope. Not manila. What am I thinking? I guess it is a manila-ish color, but the one that folds and you put stuff in it, not the
Yeah,
not the
letter
opening one.
envelope, clasp envelope.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the
It has your name on it.
What? I'll open it up.
Damn her.
Um, it's Coroner report.
Hmm.
Um,
4.
uh, that person.
The one that died of a heart
Sorry.
attack in the hotel.
Wasn't a heart attack. I mean, um, her name was uh, Anne Gordon. Um, she, I'm not sure if you remember, but she fell, but she was like smashed into the ground.
Hmm.
Which looking up inside the bar, you were like, okay, the ceiling is maybe 12 feet. Um,
Yeah, didn't make sense.
yep. Uh, the coroner report, uh, it has a very fake explanation. There was some kind of concussion explosive, blah blah blah. Very trying to make things neat. And when you flip through, is a coroner's report as a rewritten coroner's report.
Okay.
Um, it it says that the victim um, shows it's how do they say it? The the signs of injuries is the same as a victim falling from about 20,000 feet.
Severe blunt force trauma.
Yeah,
Total body. Okay. They basically fell and splat. I am going to look towards Trent and kind of nudge him with my boot to see if he even responds. And then I'll talk to the other person that's knowledgeable in correspondence and see if this is possible that somebody was teleported in right before they hit the ground.
I am so sorry. So
You froze
I
for a second
lost
on my end.
I I lost
Oh, wow.
everybody. So you started your explanation and I missed all of it.
Okay. I was going to wake Trent up, but he just snored at me. So I will ask Zen if she thinks that correspondence teleporting somebody into that location during a fall would have caused something similar to this. Because this is obviously fake. And I'll hand her the coroner report, explain, give her the gist of what it says.
By the way, the pictures are not pretty.
Would
Hmm.
Zen know that?
I mean, you could theorize how what you could do with correspondence to simulate this.
I mean,
An object in motion tends to
it's
stay in motion.
possible. All right, so I know you're a little out of touch with tech, but there's this game called Portal, and you basically have two like portals, one's an in and one's an out, and if you jump into one and then fall, it'll start making you go through really 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 fast, and then you move one of the portals and then you go splat somewhere else. So
Uh,
yes.
that's, yeah, that makes sense. 9.8 meters squared. I understand that. So, yes, it's possible.
Plus there's like other planets and other realities where gravity isn't quite the same, so you wouldn't even need to do it that much.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
You you
Just because
also
I
do
don't
know
like
that
computers. Jeez.
uh,
Sonny also has, I believe, science, physics as a trained skill. So
oh
he's kind of rolling his eyes.
um to be sure, you could actually go and do you could go and study the area and see if there's residual correspondence magic.
I
Oh,
wouldn't know. I could use Prime to see if there was something, but that's about all I could do.
But you know somebody with correspondence.
I help.
I know two somebodies with correspondence.
Yeah, but there's only one that's not useless right now.
This is true.
She just goes over and pats him on the head.
Trent just mumbles like in his sleep, just.
All right, Vic. So what you doing?
Nothing right now until tomorrow.
Okay. Sonny and Zen.
Would you mind taking a look at this with me, Zen?
Yeah, sure. Let me just make sure Nia's all squared away. Actually, so James, that's something that I want to talk to you about. I don't know if that's something, but if I can do it as like a ritual or something, I would like to do and make her like a bracelet that I can have her wear, that I can like kind of keep track of her and see like be able to like feel maybe her emotions or something through it. But basically be like a GPS like oh shit button bracelet type thing for her. But
Yeah, we can work out a
so that'll be
It would be.
one thing that
Uh,
she wants to do.
It'd probably be like a temporary wonder.
Okay.
Unless you actually pay for the points to make it a permanent wonder.
Okay.
So,
But yeah, I'm going to probably write a note to Trent saying you better take care of her and stick it on his forehead, and then I'll write another one for Nia saying that I had to go out for a little bit, but there's chocolate milk in the fridge, and I'll be home soon, and you can call me. This is my phone number. Although she's never seen me before, so yeah, that'll be fun. Anyways, something to that effect. And then I'll can I actually leave a few of my bots here just to like sense if she wakes up
sure.
and just like monitor the area? I'm gonna do that. That'll make me feel better.
Give
That'll
me
make
a
Zen feel better.
give me a airtake correspondence check.
Coincidental?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay. And
Where do you
then
leave the note?
for you, I stuck it to your forehead. Like I found a piece of tape and just.
You know he's going to think he's gone blind when he wakes up.
Yeah, it's part of the fun.
All right.
You might want to make sure she doesn't drink the shroom tea by accident.
That's a fair point. Zen will go into the fridge and literally take out like all the alcohol. She'll just put on like all the high shelves, and everything else she'll just throw in the trash.
Okay.
They do
Except for
have
the chocolate milk.
daycares. Just saying.
I don't trust her in a daycare right now. Unfortunately, and she kind of glances over at the drunk on the floor. This is probably the safest place for her right now.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe I can
So
animate one of those brooms later to take care of her.
So you guys head down to the lobby and to the bar. There's a few people in it. Guy playing piano.
I'm going to reach out and see if I can sense anything with Prime. So, Arate Prime?
Wits Prime.
Wits Prime? Okay.
Mhm.
How do I detract from my roll? Okay, never mind. This roll's not going to count.
Okay.
Okay, Wits Prime. There we go. That's the actual roll. Great.
Apparently, there's a full ban. Um,
Yeah.
all right, so, uh, oh, you're rolling for a margin. Okay. Um, so you reach out with Prime, and you feel some kind of residual magic happen here, but
Sorry, bud.
yeah, it's very faint.
I'll also check with forces and Arete just to be sure, but I don't really expect to see either one of those.
Uh, that would be Wit's forces. Go ahead. Yeah, you don't feel anything with forces. What were you just rolling? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear
Yes.
I hear
you.
you.
I don't
Okay.
hear him.
Yeah, that was forces and Arete, or entropy, and I'm glad I'm not in combat.
Oh, you did a Wit's entropy also?
Yeah, I did. That was the last one.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, you don't feel anything with entropy.
All right, I don't think there is some type of magic here, but it's definitely nothing I'm familiar with, Zen.
Uh, what can I roll to?
Wit's correspondence.
Okay.
So, can you also give me a Wit's prime check?
You're talking to Zen, correct?
Yeah. So you are picking up some kind of residual magic, um, but it's not correspondence. Um, do you have life?
I have one life.
Um,
It's my life. Okay, sorry.
I have
it,
2 life as well.
if you two want to give me a Wit's life check,
Okay.
Do you have to go outside, bud?
yeah, but I think I can hold it.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Okay. Um, so so the reason why you can't really sense life is probably because she died horrifically. Um, which is absolutely the absence of life. But it wasn't correspondence. But you both are picking up some residual magic. The weird thing is that with both of you doing kind of a full spectrum of correspondence, life, um, entropy, forces, um, you it's not nothing is picking up into sphere magic that would make sense. Um, a few different ways that could have happened is yeah, like Zen said, doing the whole portals thing, or quite simply, a person falling from a really high position. Another portal could have just been open and then just open right above the bar, and she stays in motion and boom, falls right there. Um, Forces, you can up the gravity for a split second and create the force of slamming her down into the ground like that. Life, you can kind of have the body simulate that um, that effect. Uh, and not exactly sure quite how you would do it with entropy, but uh, somebody a little bit more creative than me could probably come up with some way. Um, but those would be the things that would do that, and none of them are really matching up to the residual magic that's sitting here.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't suppose matter would do anything, but what the hell?
You can roll it.
I don't think it'll matter. Haha.
Ha.
See, and it didn't matter. Um,
Um. Well, I mean, you still rolled 2 successes.
yeah.
Uh. Yeah. You don't see any residual magic of matter there.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. You do see residual magic of matter.
Where?
Pretty much the floor where she died.
Well, am I seeing, blood and flesh?
No.
I'm actually seeing residual light matter magic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And looking at
Can
the how would your vision work with matter?
I always kind of envision it, you know, on a microscopic level, getting down to the particles,
Okay.
atoms of an object.
So yeah, you can see how like what do you do to start your vision in that?
I think that one is a chant without checking my sheet. I'm pretty sure that that is a chant.
Okay. So you start chanting and maybe giving a little beat at the table, and um, you start zooming in on the floor, and you can kind of see how it breaks down into its different patterns and how the floor interweaves with each other to create its solid piece. It looks like that spot uh, is a new weaving.
Ah, I see.
Looking at it through regular eyes, it looks just like the floor and the carpet that you see normally at businesses on top. But
Does it look like maybe the floor was pulled up to crush this person and then put back?
no,
Or does it look like the floor was destroyed with impact and then, you know, renewed?
that one. It looks like the floor has been repaired.
Okay. Uh, Pictures of the crime scene, were they in the autopsy report?
Yeah,
Was the floor cracked, disturbed, broken at that point?
yeah. It was basically like if a human fell blah feet.
Okay. So we've got, as soon as the body was removed, this was covered up.
It
So
was
it
cleaned up.
jives with the fake autopsy report.
Yeah,
So I'm kind of guessing we have the technocracy trying to cover things up to fit the narrative. I'm making an assumption. I'm kind of talking out loud to Zen as I'm saying this. Does that sound like it's possible?
Yes.
Okay. Um,
Ignore that if that posted in you guys's. I don't know why. Just ignore it. It's fine. It's fine.
I guess we should probably look into who this person was a bit more to see if we can find some background, see if we can connect anything here.
I mean, I'm happy to help a bit, but I really want to get back to the apartment.
Not a problem. We can go ahead and head out. I don't know if there's anything more for us to find here.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah. I'll pull out Ketanaka. You want to ride?
No, you guys
Uh,
are in the same building,
yeah,
Oh, I was thinking we
unless
like
we're
had to
just on
go out
downstairs.
to.
unless you're gonna motorcycle back up the stairs or something.
I mean, I'll look at the bike like you want it. Like,
I'll take the elevator.
all right.
Um,
I'll take him up the stairs. Just be like,
How the hell did that happen? Honestly, it wouldn't be the
son,
weirdest thing that's happened in this hotel all week.
was that you speaking as the storyteller, or was that
Oh, I
like?
was just saying, like, guards talking later. How the hell did we let a bike get in here? A motorcycle right up the stairs. Honestly, dude, it's not the weirdest thing that's happened here this week.
I guess the next thing Sonny's going to do is try to do a little research on this. What was her name? Something Gordon?
And Gordon, yes.
Ann Gordon. I'll do a little research on her. Um, with the information from the autopsy report, she should be pretty able to pinpoint. See if I can figure out what she was into.
Okay. Um, so what is everybody going to do for the rest of the night for till tomorrow? And we're going to be calling it here soon.
Well, you know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Zen will probably
I'll be
finish.
taking care of that in just a second.
Zen will be picking up the rest of the apartment so it doesn't look like a complete pigsty. Um, and going and checking on Nia again before probably going to bed in the same room as her.
Okay. When you get to the apartment, um, you hear a woof, and you look around and you don't see Trent.
Meh. For all I know, he put himself in another reality with shrooms again.
Vic, are you still at the apartment, or did you decide to go somewhere?
I probably went home.
Okay. Um, so Trent, you rolled off the couch and into a shadow,
Okay.
and you slam down outside of um, oh, what is that place called?
I gotta look it
Uh,
up myself.
the
Starts with a
Seattle Art Museum, SAM, Seattle Art
Oh,
Museum.
oh, I'm there. I'm not. Okay. Okay. This is where we fought the ghouls or whatever on the airplane thing and the fountain.
No,
No,
that would
that's
be
Moa.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
the Museum of History and Infrastructure.
Okay.
That was
Mohai.
difficult. Yeah, Mohai.
Yeah,
Um,
Moa.
Seattle Art Museum. Okay.
Um,
Oh. I guess I'll kind of push myself up and kind of brush myself off a little bit and look around, try to figure out where I'm at.
you're standing underneath that big old statue.
Hang on. I need to go look at our places thing, I guess. Do, 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 do.
Oh, I just shared it in Fantasy Grounds.
Oh. Okay. Go bigger.
But yeah, you're laying there and you're looking up and you're seeing, well, one eye is not really seeing too well. The other eye is seeing this big creature with
Sculpture
this hammer.
stature thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of tilt and rub my eye that's not working very well.
There's a piece of paper in the way.
I just kind of grab it and throw it off my face.
Okay. It floats off and kind of lands down on the ground. What did it read, Zen?
Essentially a form of don't fuck everything up again.
Nice. Yes, and so like we're seeing that like it floats down and it lands like in this little puddle of water because it's Seattle, it's raining, and you could see like the the words "Don't fuck everything up again" being reflected through the water.
I just kind of look at it and just be like,
Whoops.
um, what else is around there, city location wise? I mean, is the museum open? I figured it's probably like 1ish in the morning.
Yeah, it's pretty late. For normal people, it's probably not open.
By the way, there's also a giant rat in that museum, or at least there was the last time I was there. Just, in case you want to make a friend.
Does anything look interesting through the doors that I can see?
Um,
I mean, if you're tripping, probably.
Well, it wasn't mushrooms.
Well, who
yeah.
knows what you put in your drinks?
Just I don't
Uh,
know.
like everything looks fine, but you know that's not how you have to enter into this place. You're not in the right headspace.
I'll just kind of glance around and see how many people are on the street and or in the entryway and look for like a shadow on one of those pillars or something near the doors from a streetlight or something and just kind of walk my way in.
Okay. Give me Arete correspondence, and this would be vulgar with no witnesses. All right, Vic, give me a wits, insight, or investigation.
That's it.
Yes.
2.
Okay. Um, as your uh, you get downstairs, you get into your car, you pull away, and as you're driving, uh, you see these headlights come on, and it does a U-turn and starts going the same direction you are.
Oakley dokley. Um, I'll nonchalantly drive around a little bit, see if it follows.
Um, sure. Uh, give me a, I don't know, wits or dex drive. Um,
Crash your car.
Well, I'm not trying to drive around and like run from it. I'm just making right turn. See if it makes a right turn. Make a left turn. I'm not going anywhere particular. Just driving.
yeah. So you start driving for a while, and like after a little bit, you no longer see it behind you.
Okay. And I guess I will go home.
Okay. And so as you get back on the right road to keep going, all of a sudden you see a car that looks similar parked on the side, but as you pass it, the lights kick on and it starts following.
Okay, okay. I'll go to my apartment
Okay.
Thing get into the parking garage.
All right. Uh, as you turn into the parking garage, you see it starting to speed up, like it's going to shadow you.
Someone would brake just to get through, so the gate drops back down below it.
Okay. Uh, they
Brace for impact.
Slam into me.
um, they screech to a halt as the gate comes back down in front of them, and you see the person slam their fist on the steering wheel, and they start to get out of the car.
Okay, I'll drive to my parking spot, and when I get out, have my pistol in hand, ready to go.
Okay. Uh, give me a wits insight, or actually wits awareness.
Same thing. 2.
All right. So you're hearing somebody with heels walking up the concrete parking deck, and it's the
So not stilettos, but boots.
um. Yeah, sure. More boots, not really stilettos, because
Okay, so just shoe maybe. Something with a heel.
something with a larger heel. Yeah.
Okay.
Um. Finally, you see a girl turn the corner, and she looks down at her arm where she has like a small pad, and you see her just kind of flicking through stuff on that. Looks like she's paying more attention to that.
Does she look like any of the ones I've met that had the black suit?
No.
Okay. Um, I'll put the gun back in the holster and go to the elevator, but keep an eye on her.
Okay. And using the opportunity of you keeping an eye on her, as you turn to go to the elevator, uh,
I
you bump
figured.
into somebody.
Defensive maneuvers.
All right. So yeah, you bump into the person. What do you do?
Um, if they swing, grab arm, put behind back, and then armbar.
Okay.
If
Give
I
me
okay,
give me a well, they go to grab you. So give me a strength brawl.
dex brawl, strength brawl,
Either. That should be fine.
same one. 2.
All right. You
I'm
get them
telling
into
you,
a lock.
you really need to put a rub on nut button.
Well, they only rolled a 1, so you get them into a lock.
And I'll see who it is.
Um, give me a and then what is it? Is it intelligence composure check?
That can't be a good sign.
2. 1.
Man, he looks familiar, but you don't know where you've seen him from. But then right then you also hear a clickety clack of a gun.
From which direction?
Standing about where the girl was.
I will spin and bring him up.
Okay. And then you hear another voice from behind you. Say, I told you he'd be ready for us. And that voice sounds very familiar.
I will look in that direction while keeping the man
It's
between me and her.
it's your friend from the firm.
What can I do for you?
Well, Dumas Genetics has been vandalized twice, and the only two times it's been vandalized was right after a phone call from you.
Hmm.
Whoopsie.
What are you doing to us, Vic? We're all on the same team here.
Um, Helping stabilize reality.
Kind of want to give us a heads up first? We lost a lot of good men last night.
I'm sorry. It really. It was something I didn't know until it happened.
The guy that you have the arm behind, he starts tapping you.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
The girl puts away her gun.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
And also, as you kind of look around, you're starting to gauge. You see another uh, female leaning up against the wall with her arms crossed, and she's kind of just sitting there chuckling a little bit. Looks
um,
like Officer Evie.
uh, unholy entity decided to play rip the man body in two. I couldn't control that. It wasn't my fault. Sorry.
Okay, but then you also blew up their servers.
That I was helping a client at that time.
You know that we only exist because of our reputation.
It won't happen again.
Look, if there's something major going on, bring us in. The reason why all of us put this together in the first place was, well, you remember what happened. We're trying to stop that stuff.
Yes. I'm currently still investigating.
What do you need?
I don't know yet. I'm caught in a spider web and I don't know where to go.
Okay. Well, clearly we need to end our contract with Dumas Genetics.
Yeah, they're Pentex. Or not sorry, not Pentex. They're technocracy.
Son of a bitch. These things are
That's
supposed to
why
be petted.
that's why I was there.
All right.
By chance, you wouldn't know a spirit medium or a person that is familiar with spirits?
Dude, I'm as muggle as they come.
I didn't know if you had contacts.
uh, like, I, we don't.
I know you try to stay out of the supernatural.
We're just, we're just trying to. So my understanding, hold on, this is GM speaking. My understanding is the firm was built to basically be a protection between the sleepers and the technocracy.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was to keep technocracy and they were the buffer zone, and they were to help people that needed magical people that needed help that didn't have the resources to help.
Gotcha.
So like they can do like if you're a hacker, you can hack for either money or favors from another entity in the line of the firm. They're
Okay.
basically the middleman for individuals.
Gotcha.
It's like
But
Match.com.
Pretty much. So like if Zenori needed a contact with a spirit shaman, she can put it in hacking and get paid in services, and then call those services in for somewhere down the line they can find someone for.
but basically to pay the bills, they do protection. They do security.
Yes. Oh no, security
And
is a different. No, security is a different firm. The firm is magical. The protection that I call would be Aegis. Uh, uh,
I thought
Aegis
they
is
were one
different.
entity.
No, they're different. Aegis is actually the security firm. The firm is a supernatural entity.
I'm sorry. I just always treat them the same. This is Aegis then,
Oh, okay, sorry, my bad.
because yeah, they're the ones that had the protection at.
Okay, well then forget supernatural. Anything that was mentioned.
Gotcha.
Just stare into this shiny pen.
Um, so it lost a lot of good men. Uh, yes, there was a shootout. Unfortunately, I was someone that was with caused it.
These people were ripped apart. This, the
Shotguns,
images here, and like
shotguns do a lot of damage.
the girl starts flipping through images, and it's just a gory horror scene.
Shotguns do a lot of damage close range.
You and I haven't seen this kind of stuff even on the worst battlefield.
Just try not to think about it.
I have families to reach out to.
I
You-
understand. If you need to take 2% of the company that I own, cash it in, you can use profits on that to pay for families.
That'll be a start. Look, if you're going to use us as an operation for your own stuff, you need to let us know so we get people to safety.
No problem. Next time I will be more informed.
He's like, all right. And he does the bro hug thing, and they take off. Officer Evie walks up, and she was like, "They don't know."
No, I try to keep that part of my life separate. A lot of people can't handle the truth.
Can't
When
handle the truth. Sorry.
As
when
you can contest for yourself.
I guess that's fair. Yeah. Uh, when I was sent over, I was told to keep a mouth shut and just follow orders for them. I didn't realize that is why until just now. Maybe you can help me with something I'm working on.
Okay.
Um, she was like, brace yourself. And she opens up her phone, and there's a person who looks like they're at like a Walmart. Um, and they look like smashed, but not straight down. It was like uh, from like a frontal collision. And like other pictures are showing them like falling through clothing racks and over about a good, I don't know, 30 feet. Um, and she then flips over to um, the Walmart cameras, and their cameras are very much like I take a still, and another second I take another still, and another second I take another still, and basically it looks like her and her friends were just walking down one of the side aisles through the clothing section, and then all of a sudden, she just goes flying forward, and um, she crashes through a bunch of different clothing hangers and stuff like that. Everything gets knocked over. Like she had way more force behind her than could be possible, and she was like, "This seems like it's on your side of the woods."
So does it look like she's been splat from being hit from like one force or like splat between two forces?
So here's where the fun picture is. And she shows another picture where they fold her shirt to the side, and she has a seatbelt bruise that you get from a car accident.
Fuck.
Coroner said that happened at the time of the accident.
Son of a-
Was Siri trying to identify the bruise types for you?
No, I think someone hacked Siri and said that somebody needs to speak to him. I wonder if this has anything to do with the reality shift.
Yeah, are we dealing with a time issue?
I don't think a time issue. I think a displacement issue.
Well, yeah, we sent a hotel into a different dimension.
Well, like maybe her corresponding person was in a car when the shift happened, and she was in the accident, and then I don't know, switched somehow while that was happening.
So, if you're asking her about this, she's like,
But I'm brainstorming.
"Oh, okay. Are you asking her any questions then?"
Um, are there any distinguishing marks before the accident that are either there or not there than her medical record says? Like, is there a mole or a scar that's there or absent that's supposed to be there or not be there
Um,
prior to injuries?
I mean, clearly I don't have that information with me, but she starts jotting down some notes. I can find out. This happened about 3 days ago.
And 3 days, so it wouldn't be the jaunt. I'll have to investigate this and
I mean,
talk to some other specialists on this, because it seems like I could possibly do something like this.
if you got your plate full, that's fine. I was hoping I heard that they were coming to you, so I was going to go ahead and tag along, just see if I could get some answers. I'm working on this, but
I will definitely keep it on the front burner, because this seems like some of the stuff that's been going on lately. Just some weird people falling out of the sky, people being
falling out of the sky.
teleported.
What do you mean?
Well, there's that kid that jumped out of the building a little while back and went splat on the ground. And then
Oh.
I had an associate say that he was teleported into the sky.
I'm sorry. GM's asking, who are we talking about?
What his name is? Emmanuel, the guy who jumped out of his building.
He
Was
wasn't.
splat next to me.
He wasn't teleported.
No,
I was.
but he was. Sonny was.
Sonic
by
was teleported.
by the newspaper guy.
Okay, so you're talking about two different people to her. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, she connects Manel. She's like, well, okay, so I know about Manel, and his death makes sense. But this one,
Well, I'm not sure if it was intentional or a inadvertent effect. I'm not sure. But there are other forces and people at work that are causing havoc.
So you think somebody did this to her?
Either
Okay.
it was done to her. I'm not sure how exactly yet or why, but it was done to her. Like I said, I can do something similar if I had enough time and preparation.
Okay.
But also look for any car accidents around same time as the incident.
She typed that up. She texts you over the address. She's like, if you have time to go check out the area, I'm not sure what all you can do, but I mean,
Yeah,
clearly,
I will definitely go tomorrow.
okay. Again, I don't want to pull you away from whatever it is that you're working on. I'm just kind of stuck.
Oh, don't worry, I'm stuck in several things right now too. So I mean, I'm just trying to find a breadcrumb somewhere.
Okay. Well, have a good night.
Yes, you also, officer.
Um, she, you kind of see her wince a little bit at the officer part.
Yeah, she'll always be an officer to me.
Um, so Trent, you pop inside.
Okay. I
It's an empty lobby.
just, I guess, kind of still basically drunk, just kind of meander through the museum looking at art.
Um,
Does Puck speak up at all?
probably. Uh, he, like, what are you doing?
I don't know. You tell me. Thought you did this.
I, as much as you might like to blame me for things, that's shadow slippage is all you.
Okay. I don't know. What do you want me to do? I just showed up here. I was happily sleeping on my floor, I thought.
Is there a reason why you might have been thinking about your chantry?
Hmm. Other than my mentor said some crazy shit that didn't make any sense.
I
Mentoree?
mean,
Mentor trainee? Whatever the hell you call that. My
your
Padawan?
yeah, we'll go with that one for
Pupil.
now.
Pupil.
Your Padawan, as you call her, uh, sure, it might not make sense now.
Well, I'm sure at some point it'll make sense. She was talking about time craziness.
Usually, those things have a way of
Working themselves out.
no, never happening.
No, not that.
Okay, that's not helping me. I was okay with the working themselves out kind of thing. That's what I feel
Well,
like people were telling me.
historically, your kind that likes to, or your kind that travels through time, seems to disappear.
Is that the whole like poo wrinkled spirit thing she was talking about?
Why do you keep saying his name?
It's a he? I thought it was literally just like an acronym or something.
I I have never worked with a cultist who would ever acronym that far out.
Okay, so it's
Like the hardest acronym I've seen you guys come up with is SAM for Seattle Art Museum.
so I don't know. I don't know anything about time.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that one, unfortunately.
So GM question. This is where my chantry is at?
Yeah,
Okay.
you've been here before.
Well, I'm sure my character has, but I didn't know that.
Oh, in play, you've been here before.
When?
When you met with the leader of the Chantry, I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Was I actually in that game? Like me in that game?
Yeah. No, this was a total scene that happened. Like, you actually had a sit-down conversation with him to figure out what to do with your apprentice. You were asking him, like, where...
Is this where he gave me the little pill thing?
Yeah.
I thought we met outside at a coffee shop.
You met here, and then you guys walked to a coffee shop.
Oh, well.
Because he was like, it's business
Me,
hours.
me, actual player, was unaware that that's what this place, or at least I had not remembered that that's what this place was. Okay.
Gotcha. That's why you're acting so weird here.
Yeah, I was like, why the hell am I at the Seattle Art Museum? I don't know what to do here. Okay, well, I guess now that I have that knowledge, I'm not meandering aimlessly. I guess I would go to see if anybody is there at the normal area. I don't know, wherever it is inside here. At this
Are you in the
hour
right? Are you in the right headspace to see them?
Probably not, but I'm here for some reason.
No. Is your brain functioning at the correct level of activity to see them?
Did you take any shrooms?
You're muted.
Like, you're asking if I'm even capable of seeing them, is what you're asking? James?
So there's 2 levels to this art museum.
Well, I'm sure there's
There's
a
the
real
level
one
that you're...
and the Chantry one, and I'm in the real one.
Yeah.
So I would try. We're gonna see how successful that turns out to be. Or not successful.
Light up.
Smoke some
Oh.
shit.
Okie dokies. I mean, he wouldn't think twice at this point with the night he's having, so. What do I need to roll? Other than...
A blunt?
I feel like he threw that one on the table.
So... So, yeah, you start smoking. And then the scene changes. And
Why did we go to, like, weird...
because
music?
you're the cult of ecstasy.
No, I'm aware. I'm aware of what my group is.
So, yeah, there's a bunch of cultists in here. I don't know, you count about 20 plus people. Maybe they're not all cultists, but some of them might actually even be sleepers. Well, awakened people,
Fully
just
or
not magically. They're sleepwalking. But yeah, when you appear, you're in the middle of a dance floor, full of people just out there drugging and vibing and just having a great time.
Okay. I'm gonna look for that dude that I have no idea what his name is.
I came in here to get that because I couldn't remember either.
Places, character.
Snyder.
Snyder?
Snyder. Yep.
Sure. Is he in here? Do I see him anywhere?
Give me a wits awareness check. By the way, in case you don't remember, this is Snyder.
Okay.
And yeah, you find him.
Is he clothed?
He's missing a shirt, but he's out on the floor, just dancing.
Having himself a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will stumble my way over there.
Okay.
And just kind of like, if he doesn't see me, I will kind of tap him on the shoulder
And
and say, hey.
he turns. He's like, Trent, you got the invite. Excellent.
Wait, what?
The invite. We're having a ritual.
By invite, do you mean me waking up on the sidewalk?
I mean, I guess it could happen that way, but that's not usually our style. No.
Again, I will look towards Puck and just give him that like, really? This wasn't you? You're sure about that look?
Puck was like, I don't know about any invite.
Liar.
He was
And-
like,
And I'll turn back to talking to Snyder. So wait, what's going on here tonight?
we're helping the Etherites track down the hotel in space.
Oh yeah. That was an interesting little trip. Some friends and I had a fun evening.
Well, wait, did you do that?
I mean, I didn't personally do anything.
He's like,
We did sort of leave here for a little while.
okay. What realm did you go to?
Yeah, that's a big question mark. It was kind of, we were underground and then we weren't. It didn't feel like here. Then we
Okay.
kind of did some things and we were back, but almost in the same spot. Not exactly 100%.
I have no idea what you're talking about, man, but
Yeah, it happens.
okay. Anyways, you're free to join us. Pretty much, basically, we're just creating an energy to give a beacon so they know how to get back here.
So, like, are we talking a time beacon?
Well, I mean, this is reaching times and space, yeah?
What do you know about time?
We're the masters of time.
We are?
Some of us, I guess. That might be why you didn't get your letter tomorrow. Or your invite tomorrow.
I just gotta shake my head and say, yeah, there's a lot of that kind of thinking going on tonight, and my head still hurts.
We have a whole room dedicated to studying time.
I might have to talk to some of those people, but maybe not now.
Well, you'll never be able to talk to them now.
I just kind of wince, like I'm in physical pain. Yeah. Okay. What can I do to help with what's going on tonight? Now.
He-
Tonight. Tomorrow? I start losing myself trying to place it. Like he just starts kind of mumbling.
He was like, "You got any lifestyle?"
Um, was that the star pill?
Yeah.
I think you only gave me one.
Oh, you took it.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Who did you go?
I don't know. I was on a beach, but apparently I dragged my friends with me. They've kind of
That's not normal.
were involuntary with the whole process.
He's like, "Okay." He reaches into his pocket, he pulls out another bag. There's like 3 pills in there.
Sweet. I'll take one and put the other two in my pocket.
Cool. And we will see where you trip off to.
Woohoo!
This has been a production by. I don't know. It's feeling like the end of an audiobook.
We hope
But-
you've enjoyed your audiobook.
Audible hopes you've enjoyed this program.
Audible hopes that you enjoyed this program.
I listened to it at 2 times speed, so it's like Audible hopes you enjoyed this program. But, all right. So a couple surprises. Pappy, I had no idea you had 0 drive. I figured if you're spending resources and actually posting pictures of a badass car like that, you're looking for chase scenes.
That's why he has a driver.
And then I looked and I was like, you have 0 drive,
Yeah, it
but you have such a
happens.
badass car.
Well, that's because I need more points other places.
I was sitting there going, man, I'm curious what a chase scene is going to be like with, first, a really awesome car, and 2, forces. And so, yeah, I had that prepped.
But I will put more in the drive later on. The starting point really wasn't enough for an established character.
Gotcha. All right. So now you guys got a few things to look into.
Yeah.
I hope you're not more confused than you were at the start of the game.
Who, us? Nah. Nathan,
Yes.
have you ever read the Chronicles of Amber? Robert Zelansky?
No.
Okay. I was just curious the way you reach into shadow for things. It's like perfect parallel with those books. So I was just wondering.
I pulled my shadow ideas from a combination of Ninja Scroll and there's another old anime, Samurai Deeper Kyo, I think is what it was. They're both involving kind of like ninja assassin type people who specialize with moving through shadows, and one actually, this was well before Naruto was a thing, but one could actually paralyze you by stabbing your shadow with one of his knives.
Wow.
Like if he locked your shadow to the ground, you couldn't move.
Oh,
That's
He-
kind of cool.
kind of like Peter Pania.
Yeah, basically. Like, but it was.
Are you
There
talking
was
about
this point that-
Shikamaru?
No, this was before Naruto. This was probably 10-ish. Well, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. This was well before I ever even knew of Naruto. It's an older anime.
Oh.
And the way that the character played it, or the character in the anime, I thought was a better version than anything that I saw Shikamaru do. And Yeah, Samurai Deeper Kyo was in 2002.
Hmm.
It's, I think, it's similar to. It's basically about a guy who's a reincarnated samurai, but he doesn't quite know it yet, and he learns it throughout his travels. If I'm remembering it correctly, it's been a very long time since I've seen it. When did Naruto come out?
I was just kind of curious
Okay.
because it's so similar.
Yeah.
15 plus years.
Any sort of wrap up stuff before I end up the stream?
Yes. What happened this game? Return to Trent's.
Yep. We went back to Trent's.
Ella broke
There was a Fantasia scene playing when we got there.
Ella broke me.
Okay. What else?
Sonny got his penny, and I know about Ann Gordon now.
Please,
And you know
sir,
about what?
they have a penny.
Ann Gordon?
Ah. Vic, hands and researched spirits. Learned about the Umbra. What else did you learn about that and that?
Not much.
Okay. Trent went to Sam, and they are performing a ritual to give a beacon for the Etherites. That's a lobby. All right, what else did I forget? Okay. I guess that was everything that happened.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to hit the sack. I will see y'all next week.
Yep. Sorry, I know we went a little bit longer tonight.
No problem. We'll
Hopefully
catch
y'all
you
had
guys
fun.
later.
Good night, Twitch. I'm ending the stream.